Oh, I'm muted. Okay. Heidi, thank you so much for the super chat. Super sticker. Super sticker. Um, okay, good. Thank you, Heidi. I really appreciate that. I think I got it figured out. I think I got it figured out. Um, Reels helped me today. Heidi, you've helped me. So I think I've got this figured out. I even figured out how to monetize before, and really, you can do it on your phone. You just have to like go around the mobile website. Oh, why can I hear myself? Uh-oh. Okay. Am I still echoing? Hi, Sassy. I'm gonna do a roll call. Thanks, Locked Vault. I'm sorry. I think it's um on my in my car. Lord, I don't want to hear myself anymore. Sorry, I've never really went live. Hi, April. I'm gonna go do a roll call real quick. Sorry, I'm not in my normal habitat, so it's coming back through my car speakers. I'm waiting to see if it does it again. So, hi, Sassy. Hey, Evolution. Hey, Cooch. Hey, Addie. Heidi. Mother Teresa. Real. Grace J. Hey, D. Thank you. Um, let's see who else is in here. Locked in April. Hey, how are y'all? Hey, Nurse Jen. Hey, Big Bad Wolf. And I think that's everybody. And hey to everybody that's watching in the bushes. You guys, if you've got not checked out my community tab as of yet, please do so. I was sent this video today from somebody that just watches the fuckery, and they put together because like it's a big buzz. Like I don't know if there's just like this major, epidemic of a lack of self-awareness going on over there, or if it's just like denial or what it is. But I mean, truth be told, the entire like community is just buzzing about what a hypocrite and a liar and a con artist and a fake you are, Siwa. So, and I had some time to go back and look at some clips about the stuff that you were saying about me the other day. And that was prior to me getting the video that I was sent. And then it was all just put together in a nice little package to where you could just kind of like compare and contrast. You were the star in that video. You were. And you should be tagged now. I told the creator to please add your tag since you were, Mother Teresa, the comedy in that. Um, it was funny, right? It's hilarious. And like I have been wanting to do these side by sides of like things that she said versus the truth for a long time. But I mean, come on, who has that much time on their hands to really go through? Plus, she locks everything up like the day after she does it, for fear, I think, of that. I think that it's a total strategic move, or so she thinks on her part, so that she doesn't get busted. You know. Um, hey Terry Lynn, I'm sorry, I'm gonna do better at clip. I'm not even gonna say it because it'll go off again. Um, oh gosh. Okay, so tell me if I start echoing again because I have to plug my phone in. And that's what it did last time. But anyway, so, oh, thank you, Ella. I appreciate that. I have to quit doing that because I know exactly who I sound like, and I'm not even trying to impersonate her. I guess that's actually the only genuine thing about the girl is how she accepts her donations, because that is genuine for me, and I really, really do appreciate it. Heidi and Emma, thank you. Or I'm sorry, Ella. Sorry, I'm on my phone, you guys, so bear with me. Ella, thank you so very much. I appreciate y'all's support. It more than y'all will know. Um, but anyway, so it was just like You're changing up your YouTube channel, D? What you doing on your YouTube, your channel? We miss you. We haven't seen you live in a while. I know you've been working your butt off. Um, so, but yeah, you're gonna have to tell us what you're changing and how you're changing your brand. So, but anyway, back to what I was saying. So the video was made, all these comments. It's like everybody, we all see you, girl. We all see you. We've all said, I'm sorry, we've all decided that like as a whole, even like it might be people on two opposing sides or several people on two opposing sides that have the same and they share a same viewpoint of Siwa, and it's that you literally are the biggest gaslighter I've ever seen in my whole life. Like literally. Like every single thing that you say others do to you, you do to others. And I think I pointed that out a little bit on my last stream. Um, just how hypocritical it is for you to sit there. Oh my God, she got monetized off of my name. There's 29 videos of Siwa about Siwa Moon on her channel. She got. First of all, I told you that was my plan. I was very clear, cut, and concise with my intentions, Siwa. But as that short little video points out, no, you're off on your numbers. If you're talking about somebody that's made videos in the 20s about people, do you not realize that that would be you? So that's why the title of this video is, oh, the freaking hypocrisy. Like, are you unable to rewind and recollect and remember all the bullshit and how this all literally started because you wouldn't take down videos smearing my professional reputation that you were lying about, by the way? Lies. That's all you do is lie. Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate the super chat. Oh my gosh, I'm so not used to this. I'm staring off in the sky, into space, talking, and I glance over. I appreciate that, Stephanie. Thank you so much. I will definitely have a beverage on you tonight. um, let's see. Grace is awful. No, who's saying that? I'm sure. No, I think that's Maria. I did hear Maria say that the other day. That's right. No, I unfortunately, again, I think that's another gaslighting behavior of that. So basically, it's like every single thing. Thank you, Terry Lynn. I love Heidi Black too. She's jealous because it's, well, I appreciate that, Terry Lynn. Thank you. Thank all of y'all. I cannot thank y'all enough. This is like so exciting. Yeah, I heard Maria say that too, but they say that about everybody. So the narrative is I've made 29 videos on Siwa's head and name. Again, no, that was you. I literally believe at one point in time I counted the videos with my name or Nurse Ratchet, the name you gave me, the name that I go by now, because why not? Embrace it. When people throw out hate, embrace it. Don't act like a complete fucking cuckoo bird moron over some slight criticisms that you get. You were in Jen's chat literally screenshotting every bad comment somebody said about you, and then you threw a whole tantrum about it because you're like, she's not prettier than me. I'm prettier than her. Girl, I haven't played an I'm prettier than you contest since I was probably in kindergarten. I've never even said you're ugly. I've never even said that. I've implied that you don't want to show your face and there's a reason. And you know that there is. It's more than just, you're so confident. You're probably one of the most confident people I've ever met in my life or heard talk about themselves in my life. Since I've met you or heard of you, all you've ever talked about is how gorgeous you are. And so I think that you've mistaken us hearing about how beautiful you are and how everybody wants you and this, that, and the other. Oh my gosh, Slide, thank you for the buzz and whiskey. Awesome. I will have a drink on you too. We have to celebrate. Thank you so much, Sly. Y'all are so sweet. I can't even believe this. But yeah, so back to what I was saying. So the conglomeration of the videos that you made so that you could get monetized, that was you. So just go ahead and if you want to dispute it, fine, prove it. You can go through all my videos, and if you're mentioned, it's probably because you went on a live and mentioned me. This would all stop if you just shut up, like as in tonight. Like, don't mention me again. Don't mention any of us again. But I will keep and continue to point this out, that people that are literally in dire straits about a situation would want and really wants it to stop would stop at nothing to get it to stop. And in this case, it's for you to shut your fucking mouth. But you won't, because you don't want it to stop. You don't. You want to be able to buy every Vera Wang dress in Kohl's, and I get it. And that whoever posted that on Reddit, talk about a quick find. And that's another point. And I might be all over the place here because I've got lots of ground I want to hit because there's so many things, just so many things that I want to address. So excuse me if it's a little bit disorganized. Again, I'm not in my normal element and I don't have my notes in front of me. But what was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? Okay. Now I lost my train. I see, this is why I can't look at the comments. What can somebody bring me back to my last point? I know it's on the tip of my tongue. Oh, thank you, Evolution. I appreciate that. Super sticker, thank you so much. I knew she was shit. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. She talks about how selfless she is, how she is this monger of compassion and this white knighter for all that is good in the world and for children and for DV victims and all this bullshit. And it's just a bunch of bullshit. That's what I was saying. Reddit. So, and it's like, which lane do you want to be in? You know, again, I heard you on a live the other night when you were so mad you couldn't think straight. And I guess that's probably why you said this, because it almost blew your guys about, wah, 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 I don't have any Christmas money. And the reason I'm making fun of you for this, I am making fun of you for this. Don't get it twisted, which you always do. I'm not making fun of you because of your situation and your Christmas and that. I'm not. That's rude. What I'm making fun of you for is because I guess you forget when you're trying to boast and be fucking snarky and one up me, when you said something to the tune of, and you just said it 2 nights ago, and Brooke didn't even want to have the money to join that lawsuit. They all went together. They all got in a lawsuit. And Brooke's broke ass didn't even. Do I have to correct you again? There was one person that paid the retainer for that lawsuit. One person. And you're right. I did say I don't have the money for frivolous bullshit on the internet. Who does? That would probably make me physically vomit if I had to spend any money, $2,000, whatever, on a lawsuit because people on the internet can't shut the fuck up. I mean, who wouldn't be like, what a waste of money? That's how I felt about it. And just because I didn't want to throw my money around because somebody said it was a good idea, which we all know how that played out, right? Just like I said before, that makes me smart. But what you seem to forget, Siwa, is that you had just been telling all your followers in dire straits how you were just in dire straits. But then when it came to making fun of me, you talk about all the money you've got in the bank. You talk about this $130 dress that you bought out of the $300 that you spent at the mall. How do your subs feel about that? You've got enough money to go to this big lavish Christmas ball, you know, and spend all this money on clothes and stuff, which somebody on Reddit said that dress was only 40 something dollars. And if so, why wouldn't you just tell the truth? That at least goes along with the theme of your, you know, what can I call it? The theme of your, I don't know, script. But to go and boast just so you get to have a jab at me because you repeat the same bullshit lies over and over and over and over and over. It's like you know the truth, I know the truth. Probably everybody watching knows the truth, but you still just try to take digs. So my question to you is, if like you've got $4,000 and you're so broke and or you're so stable with your finances and Brooke's not, ha ha ha. First of all, you know you're full of shit about think insinuating that I couldn't. It's not even about that, because every time I try to defend myself, it sounds like I'm trying to brag, and I'm not. I'm trying to defend myself against bullshit. Um, but like, you can't have it both ways. You can't have a holiday wish list because you don't have any money for your children for Christmas, and then go blow $300 and haha, Brooke, you're broke, and I got $4K in my bank. If I was one of your followers, I'd be doing a real slow blink at you and be like, oh, WTF. Like that poor lady that spent $100 on the blanket you're supposed to weave that you didn't know how to weave. Is that the right word? Yeah. You've never woven one of these blankets before, but you somehow scammed somebody into giving you $100 to make one for the homeless. This conversation started out, oh, I've always wanted to make one of those blankets, where they get the big yarn, and they kind of braid them together. And it turned into, the conversation finished because Maria had said she does some work with fucking, which is incredible. Keep doing the Lord's work, Maria, for sure. Some work for kids or something, some volunteer work. And as soon as Maria said that, then all of a sudden, so does Siwa. Those blankets that I was talking about weaving, yeah, I used to make those for the homeless people. Does anybody want to donate and I'll make one? You still ain't made the blanket, and and it's like, which is it? Which is it? Is it ha ha ha, Brooke, you're broke, or is it oh no no, poor me, I'm broke? Which is it? You literally said conflicting statements in the same damn sentence, or in the same stream at least. What else? Oh yeah. Like was featured in that video. I'm not jealous of Brooke, and again, I didn't never say that. Others that observe your behavior say that. I can't say that I disagree, because that's sure as how you act. You act like a jealous little girl. You do. You act like a jealous little girl. Like it's like your maturity level stopped and failed you like pre-adolescence. It's crazy. It's insane. And you think this is normal. So, no. What am I going to be jealous of Brooke for her hair extensions? Well, I'm not trying to be rude, but it looks, I mean, I'm not going to be rude. I'm just going to leave it there. And you're making fun of the Botox that I get, making fun of the way it comes across, Siwa, it makes it sound like you're hating on things that, I mean, most women want. I mean, maybe not everybody wants hair extensions. It's not because I'm bald. My hair, some of these accusations are insane. Maria says I don't have any hair at all, like I'm bald headed. No, that's not how extensions work, Maria. It's not a wig. I've got hair. I just wanted more hair. I just wanted thicker hair. Who cares? I wanted longer, thicker hair. And if I get Botox and you still calling me the Grinch because of my nasolabial, they're called nasolabial folds for future reference. It's not called Grinch lines. Um, I mean, if you want to point out every flaw of mine, I don't think I've ever sat here and picked you apart. I can, and it will make you cry. It will make you cry, 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 cry. If I sat here and started at the top and finished you up and down, I would. But I don't say that out loud. You think it's okay to my fucked up eyebrows and my Grinch smile. Girl, really? I was going to say the same thing, Grace J. Like, your hair might be long, but you're going to need a topper or a hairpiece or something. I mean, if you want to go there, but it just makes me feel so gross to talk about people's looks. I really does. I think it's freaking rude. You're all going to probably have to hear. I'm probably going to have to mute for a second because this announcement goes off for quite a while. Does anybody want to come up? It looks like Sewer is about to go live. Who'd have thunk it? But, and another thing that you continuously say is a nurse made fun of Maria for having COVID. Let me correct you again. Why would I ever make fun of anybody that had COVID? What I made fun of is that whilst having COVID, she was still able to manage to scrape up the energy and the muscle to troll fucking people. That is what my comment about Maria having, I said Maria with COVID is what I said. And if you're that much lacking in brain cells to be able to put together what I meant there and then take it as a nurse is making fun of Maria for having COVID, no. I'm saying her troll game is so strong, even COVID can't take her down. Do you understand? Jesus. Exactly. Love you, fun size. I'm just now looking at the comments. Sorry, guys. If anybody wants to come up, but because I'm probably gonna have to mute for literally, you're gonna have to hear this in the background. So hopefully it won't be too loud. Y'all have to hear. Tell me if it's too distracting. So, and then you try to tell her, hey, fuck you, bitch. You're a bitch. Heidi's a bitch. I'm a bitch. Bitch, 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 bitch. Jen's a bitch. Mike's a bitch. Everybody's a bitch. What are you? You are a whole ass lying, exaggerating, confabulating con artist. See what? People are like, all kinds of people are talking about how you took their money from them and that they could tell that your spells that you get as a perk in your readings and all this horse shit is fake. I didn't pay for a spell from you, but others have, and they say you are not real and a fake, and you're not even good at making it believable. I mean, and while we're talking about things to believe, I want to talk to every last member of your membership crew. I need a show of hands for, well, somebody was in the background, but they're gone. I want a show of hands for how many of your followers, or can y'all actually, since we'll just do this right here, can I get a 1 in the chat if you guys believe Siwa's doll scratch story? I like to call it doll scratch fever, instead of cat scratch fever. Oh, thank you, Natalie M. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, girl. Thank you, thank you. But literally, like, I just knew after the doll scratch story that we were going to see some numbers dwindle. I just knew that. I was like, oh, come on. I've never witnessed somebody's undoing before, but I'm witnessing it right now, and this is hysterical. But they believed it. Listen, if one of my friends told me that they got chased down by a haunted ass doll from a haunted ass hotel or museum or whatever, thank you, Addie. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Y'all gonna make me cry because it feels so good to get that kind of support, and I really appreciate it. So I know, right? But I just start to question the whole pack over there. You've got this sunshinery person that, I mean, my God, talk about a ball washer. See, we could sit there and be like, say anything, and Sunshine, yep, sure is, yep, backing her up. Which, I mean, good. She's kissing Ziva's ass, and then she's like bullying her little friend Dom. I mean, I don't know what's up with that girl. She's annoying, but you've got all these people that are literally. I know, Heidi. It's so exciting. It really is. Oh, thank you, MDT. I love y'all too. Seriously. 2, 3, 4, any number but 1. Exactly. So I can't imagine with a straight face ever telling a group of people such a lie, any lie really, but a lie like this. A fucking doll that I saw at a store jumped up and scratched me on my arm while I was taking a bath. She sure showed that scratch for more than 2 seconds. She'll show a doll scratch for 2.5 minutes on her screen, but show her face for like a millisecond. But shame on any of y'all if y'all believe that a doll scratched her. I'm not trying to be rude. I mean, this just is. Sorry. I mean, even, I'm just saying, like, I get it, what you're trying to do, but like, and I want you to. I actually want you to keep coming up with this shit and telling people that, because eventually people will, if they don't know already how much of a liar you are, they're going to find out. Mother Teresa, I told you on Halloween night I was going to call CPS on you for abusing that zombie doll. Okay. Now you're letting it travel all the way over to an undisclosed location. Wink, wink. To scratch her. That is just, it's uncalled for. Uncalled for. Hey, perfect. I was like, if these people, listen, if these people don't unfollow her after the doll scratch fever story, then ain't nobody gonna unfollow her. I mean, that's just all there is to it. I mean, I just can't, because I just couldn't just keep perpetuating and attaboying somebody that is looking me in the eye or telling me on a live stream that a doll hopped off a shelf at a museum, followed me home, and scratched me when I got in the bath. I just couldn't take them seriously anymore. But that's just me. And I feel like everybody in this chat, except for the ones that aren't, commenting and all that stuff. Oh my God, another one, Natalie. Thank you. Yes. Maybe if we clean under her nails, she won't be infecting anybody. He or she. Come on, doll. Can we just please get a hygienic and a put together haunted doll, please? Thank you so much, Natalie. I really appreciate that. But I mean, if these little snippets of follies or whatever you want to call it that I'm talking about don't tell you and don't at least lay out a foundation of who this person is, then I'm not sure what's going to. But I really do feel bad for her followers that give her continuous amounts of money. And she's literally either passively begging for it or telling lies to get it, or exploiting others to get it. Exploiting me, exploiting my friends, exploiting others in the community. Sherry is exploiting. It's all she is going to sit over there and bitch about me getting monetized off of, for the sheer purpose of me coming to YouTube, which was to respond to that, when that's exactly what you've done and what you continue to do. See, gaslighter, narcissistic behavior patterns. Okay. No, it's just sad. I mean, it's like she's already gotten a GoPro. She's gotten two because Amazon accidentally sent her an extra one. And she was like, what shall I do with this extra mishap by Amazon? I'm sure the options were like sell it on Facebook, sell it to somebody else, or just have two cameras. I'm sure it never crossed her mind, because it didn't sound like it. Anybody with the intention of sending a mistake back to a company for sending you two doesn't sit there and go, what shall I do with this extra GoPro? Well, what would Jesus do? What did your mother teach you? Because it seems like all that shit's out the window. Christian witch. I know. Right? Everybody, go out. Everybody, sad fish. Because, and what's even worse, it's like, at least if you're gonna do that, do it to where, oh my gosh, Siwa Loon, you broke goon, get a job. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Thank you. Send money to my Cash App. Oh Lord, look.
that situation, she's like, you big piece of shit. You big piece of shit. I really did have a moment of I guess it was the opposite of a moment of clarity. A moment of feeling bad for her for a second. I'm glad she returned it because I'd have been pissed at myself the next day. Exactly perfect. Exactly. Yes. Yes. Let's do it. We could all retire just by, oh, I was gone for 2 weeks because I had doll scratch fever. Really, that Vernon guy really scared the shit out of me from IP2 streaming when he got up and he clowned me on my own stream. And then I started crying, and then it sounded like I was sick, so I just ran with it for 2 weeks. And then I knew I was going to be able to make my big comeback and be like, hi, guys. I'm sorry. I hate the way she says guys. I'll just always, this is how I hear her in my head. Hi, guys. I just really, really hate that I've been gone for 2 weeks. It's right before Christmas. My salary. Girl. Do you not think that looks suspect as fuck? Seriously. Do you think that everybody is, no offense to your followers, but do you think everybody's as stupid as the people that believe that doll scratched you? Because if you're really putting everybody on that level of cognitive ability, that's where you're screwing up right there. You're going to have to go ahead and accept the fact that not everybody is stupid and not everybody believes you. And there's a whole big, huge group of us that haven't believed you from the beginning. You know why? Because your stories change and change and change and change again, and change some more. Change. She does. She does. She does. But I'm sorry, if I ever saw a boss baby jump up on me and scratch the shit out of me while I was laying in my bathtub with my what does she call it? The thing that sits over it, where she's got all of her little stuff and the place that she drops her phone all the time. And screw you, Brooke. You wouldn't have even known how to splice a wire and jimmy rig something up to where I could charge it no, you're fucking right. I wouldn't have. I could have Googled it. That's probably what you did, though. You probably watched a YouTube video, and I would have figured it out then. I would never go to the hospital where she works. Look, I guess you've never had a job. I guess you don't understand that professionals don't always have to be professional when they're not at work. Quite frankly, I don't want you coming to my hospital either. So we're even. But, it's all my point of saying all these and reiterating things I know I've probably said before is that cumulatively, Siwa, you're bothered. You like to take things from people like their children, the right to go to McDonald's, their jobs. You are a very, very unhappy little girl, aren't you? You're an unhappy little girl that's in a grown woman's body. And it's really sad. So while I thank you for sending that $40 back, that was probably how I was feeling when I sent it. It's really sad. You're really sad. You're almost 40 and you're sitting at your house sleeping all fucking day long and then waking up, long enough to be able to call my HR before they close at 5 p.m. That's sad. Gosh. And I get it. I can sympathize totally with the way you feel. Brooke thinks she's prettier. I've never said I was prettier than you. You must think that. Because that's what you do with everything else that you think, and whatever everything else, it's the truth. You project it onto others. Brooke made 29 videos. No, I didn't. You did. Brooke thinks that she's prettier than me. No, I don't. You do. I mean, seriously. So and then if you want to keep, and I'm going to get something else straight with you one more time too. Leave my marriage out of your mouth. How many times do I have to say? While my husband and I, we for sure hit a low point in our marriage. We for sure did. We did. We almost got divorced. Um, we did. Like, as far as I was concerned, we were done. And that was several years back. Since then, I don't know if you're aware, Siwa, because it doesn't sound like you've ever been in a functional relationship to where you can get through the points of the hard times and then get back to good. But I'm going to tell you one more fucking time. I'm so, like, every literal thing that you say about me is false. I've got a horrible home life. I live with an abuser. I neglect my patients. I'm bald. You're a fucking liar. My husband and I have worked hard to fix our marriage, and we're fine. You can ask anybody that I talk to on the phone when we're just sitting there shooting the shit, that I'm talking to Terry Lynn, Amanda, Dee, anybody that's on the phone with me enough to where I'm breaking conversation to talk to my family will tell you that you're full of shit. But you want to keep spinning this narrative. Oh, yeah, I'd call me an ugly bitch. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Siwa, listen. No filter, no makeup. I'll go live with you. Let's go live. Let's show our faces. Yeah, exactly, Terry Lynn. So is Dee. So is Amanda. And I'll say it again. My husband's dead serious about doing a segment. He says he wants it to be called either Ask the Husband or Ask Brooke's Husband or something like that. And he says the premise of it'll be that somebody gets to ask a question, not necessarily about me. It could be about anything, and you'll get the straightest answer you've ever gotten in your life. And I think it's brilliant. He's willing to do it. He's willing to show his face. But that sounds like I've got a real shithole marriage, doesn't it? And Amanda will be my collateral for that conversation because that's who was on the phone when me and my husband talked about it when I had somebody on the phone. I know, right? Mother Teresa, it's gonna be so funny. I told my husband, I was like, I'm gonna have to have a serious talk with you before this because like the things you think it's okay to say, like even my Facebook, and everyone knows we have a shared Facebook. It's not because of infidelity, it's because I literally never click on Facebook unless I'm selling something or have to click on an event to agree to go to. I just don't use it. But even my grandmother would be like, does Jason know that I can see what he's posting? And I'm just like, yes, I'm sorry. He's just very blunt and it will be hysterical. Everybody that meets my husband thinks he's hilarious. But that would be funny. We could even do like dueling, ask the husbands. That would be fun. Not dueling, but like on the same live. Like that would be fun. Something to think about. So I guess like basically I've been asking you this from the very, 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 very beginning, Siwa. If you want to tell the truth about me, feel free to do so. Please, by all means. I mean, that's what I'm doing about you is telling the truth. I'm not sitting up here making up bullshit. Everything I've ever done, you've ostracized it. Brooke contacted my abuser. How the frick was I supposed to know he abused you? I contacted a man that was married to you because his crazy wife was threatening to, in the middle of the night, drive down and not only threatening to, but posting a fake little maps to try to make me think that she was on her way to me. Again, my husband was aware that night too. I was like, Jason, you're gonna have to stay up because this girl that said she's coming from such and such, blah, blah, blah. Why wouldn't I expect somebody to follow through with what they say? No, she was over there just trolling. So yeah, I contacted your husband. It was nothing but nice conversation to tell him to get his wife. I mean, is it any different than when you called Amanda's mom? See what? You hypocrite. What's good for the goose is not good for the gander when you're concerned, is it? No, it's not. What's good for the enemy will never be good enough for me or anybody that I like, and it never applies. All the rules don't apply to CWEP. They just apply to people I don't like. That's not how shit works. Do you want to come up, D? I know, right? My husband does not either, MTT. They sound like they are alike. That's why I'm like, we're going to have a serious conversation if you even think that you're going to do this, because you don't understand. Like, what you say is going to go around the entire community. But exactly. Just like exactly. Like, that's one thing she can't get around and dispute, because she says it so much. At least everyone knows I'm telling the truth when she says exactly. Lord. Okay, well, I dropped the link. We'll see how this goes. Sorry for the beeping. But, I mean, I'm trying to think of anything else. I should have written all this stuff down, because there's just so much. It's all like on the constant. And now that she's got this new get along gang, she really thinks that she's some hot shit. She really thinks she's untouchable. Hey, D.
Hey, I don't know why I could barely hear you.
Can barely hear me now?
Yeah, it's weird.
What about now?
Turn turn your microphone up.
Now it's in my car again. Oh, that's probably why. Is that better?
No, it's like really, 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 really low.
Uh-oh. Is everybody else hearing me low, or can y'all hear me? You remember the Get Along Gang, Mother Teresa? Okay, good. Well, turn up your volume, D.
I rise all the way up.
So what's up? What are you doing?
Oh, I'm just chilling.
Just chilling.
Yeah.
It's good to chill. It's good to have some downtime.
I just want to thank the ladies for being my support and checking on me throughout this week. But I am no longer in this fucking 90-day community bullshit. I'm moving on to something better, that's something meaningful, because when you have a real life fucking experience, it humbles you. And I'm, I'm getting the fuck out of this crazy nonsense ass community. And I want all my followers to follow me, because I'm on to something different and better. And I feel like I need to do what I plan on doing. I'm literally switching, as I'm sitting here, switching my stuff up on YouTube.
Well, D, I'm gonna definitely. We're all gonna still subscribe and follow. You don't have to be in this community. You're our friend, and it doesn't
Exactly.
matter. It doesn't matter. You were gone for how long, and we just picked right back up, and no big deal. But yeah, we'll definitely follow you and support you wherever. You've done the same for all of us.
I don't
Oh my
even know
gosh.
why you sound so low. Hold on. Try talking now.
Okay. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's so low like it. It's crazy.
What about? Okay, I turned up my volume in my car. Does that help?
Oh, you're on your car? That's probably why.
Yeah. Well, I just started on my car. I was on the ferry.
Re-enter again.
So,
She has it on her car speakers. That's probably why I can't barely hear her.
could you hear me whenever before you came up?
Yeah, I could hear you. loud and clear before I
Do you,
came up.
do you want to drop down and come back?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
All right.
Do I have to drop you? Oh, there we go. Yeah. So, and I don't blame D. I don't blame D one bit. Sometimes this gets to be too much, and a lot of times it is too much. And sometimes I literally have to put my phone in jail. Like I'll be like, okay, I've got to do X, Y, Z, and sometimes it takes the whole day, and I might be in my earpods listening, but my phone is going to be, elsewhere. And sometimes you just have to disconnect and disengage. Real life is the most important thing here. Okay, how's that? Is it any better?
Yeah, it's still the same as it was, but it's okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'll just put my phone. But I think I want to say something. I want you guys to think about moving yourself away from these people because they don't have nothing real life happening to them. And
Mhm.
um I want y'all to get away from them because they're not worth this. They're not worth this. Not after what I've been through this whole week. These people are not worth the wasted time. And I would I would like to see you guys do something so much better than to keep fighting.
I know. And I would too. You're right. You're absolutely right. You really are. I think really hard when it comes to if it would be, if it's been screwed, it's like, and she's right. I didn't have her fight to her. I had said anything. I listened to her, and it's like every single thing that nobody's talking about me at all. That she'll bring me up. It's so weird. Um, and I feel like, and I know, and if anything happens where I can't juggle all of this, then trust and believe this is the first to go. Uh, but I just think that all of these things. It's not like this is my name. It's just my personal life and even my professional reputation, everything else. You don't know who watches these things. It could be people that know me or know you or know all of us in real life. Who knows? I mean, how many people have I realized I know in real life from this community? A handful. I mean, it might be from some degrees of separation, but still.
It doesn't
And
matter
I'm
what
sorry
happened
you've
to
had a
me.
rough week.
I don't want people to know what happened, okay? Just know I'm fine and just know that what I have experienced is fucking real and this shit is not fucking good for anybody. You got your channel monetized. Now switch that shit up and start showing who the better people are. And I'm only saying this because I love you guys, every last one of y'all, and I'm I don't want to see y'all fighting no more. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it. You accomplished what you wanted to accomplish. Now we got to turn these platforms into something good, something that's meaningful. And I don't know if Brooke can hear me.
Oh, sorry. I don't know what happened. I guess it just dropped out. Can y'all hear me? Sorry.
Yeah.
And Dee, that was the plan to get monetized and to switch it up. I want to do stuff. I've got to start thinking about things. I mean, y'all see, I did do a couple of serious streams, and I plan on continuing to do so. And I would have been continuing to do that if she would have kept my freaking name out of her mouth. Okay, you know what I'm saying? It's like I can sit here and bystand and listen to this nonsense for so long without responding and without saying anything. Um, and then that's the reason for these recent couple of streams is because it's like a person can only take so much. But that's definitely the plan, and that's kind of why I want to come on here tonight is to say, shut up, prove it. If you don't like it, if you want it to stop, if you all these things that you plead and you pretend, if it's true, then you'll stop running your mouth. I want it to stop. I have no problem stopping running mine at all. None. But what she's going to do is continue and continue and continue and press, because this is her content. This is her content. Now, I might only have a couple of actual streams under my belt, but I mean, at least I do. And so now all she needs to do is shut up. And I'm so sorry, Dee. I'm not trying to. I don't.
No,
I know
I
you've
mean
had
I can't talk without crying. I don't know how long it's gonna be, but anyway, like I just wish you would just ignore her and just turn your channel into content. You're monetized now. Fuck her,
Yeah.
fuck everybody else that wants to put people down for being recovered addicts, whatever. Because I guarantee you, no one's life is perfect on any platform that we're on. And for
Nope.
people to keep pointing fingers at everybody else when they have to deal with something as real as I do, they'll fucking stop. They'll fucking stop. Because they're going to realize what they're doing on the internet has taken away from something that they could have stopped before it happened. But they're so consumed with hate. They're so consumed with fighting with people that they don't even know, that they're neglecting their families. And I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm not.
You're going to make me cry. I'm not going to cry either.
You miss so much fighting with people you don't even know. You really do. In your real life, you miss a lot.
I know.
You miss a whole lot. It's right there in front of your face. And you don't even realize it till it's too late. And that's even with fighting in between family members. And it's just, everybody needs to pay attention to life. Hug your kids. Hug your husbands. Hug your mothers, your fathers.
I'm so sorry, Dee, that you're going through a hard time. And I told you the other day, you're one of the strongest people I know. And to hear you upset like this breaks my heart. Dixie, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you're absolutely right. Dee, you're 100% right. And I'm just so hearing you like this breaks me.
Well, I mean, right now I'm broken. Things will get better, but the good thing is my husband will be home soon. I won't be doing this alone. And I just feel like everything that's going on these platforms is clouding everybody, not just me, not just you, everybody. Everybody needs to step back. Your family is the most important thing than to fight with a bunch of ignorant ass strangers who have no life.
I know.
And I don't care who's recording me. I don't care who puts me up there. But you know damn well that I'm telling the truth. And it doesn't matter what I'm going through. Only a selective few people know. And that's how it's going to stay.
Well, no matter what happens, Dee, all of us have your back and we stand behind you. And if there's anything that we can do, I mean, you know, but like I said, you've made a lot of friends for life and we all have your back. And
I know y'all do. And I have y'all's back too.
I know.
Just begging y'all to please, like, stop fighting with these people. it's not worth it anymore. It's definitely not
I know.
worth it because our families suffer from it when people consume us fighting back and forth.
Yeah,
And
I agree.
I know we're not in high school anymore, and you're beautiful. I don't give a fuck what anybody says on the internet. It's pure
You are too.
jealousy. All of us are
And
beautiful women,
I agree. I agree.
and all that
And it,
shaming people and calling people names and body shaming, and it's them
I
that
guess,
has the
I guess,
problem.
but the other aside from calling my job, I mean, aside from doing that, now she's got um something else to hold over my head that she's going to play a fight between me and my husband where we had to involve police. And she's got it. I mean, that kind of shit
It's none
incenses
of their
me.
business what goes on in our personal life.
Incenses me. And like,
It's
at
none
least
of their
I'm not.
business, and they need to
There's
mind
a.
their business for once.
I could do some dirty shit too. I could do some real dirty shit to her if I'm so pleased. But nobody's FOIing in your stuff to get facts about stuff that her stuff that she's lied about. Nobody's doing any of that. In fact, just the mere speak of it is what caused her to be, ooh, guess what? Guess what? I'm the DV advocate, but I've got some DV here and it's all this, whatever. Like, you don't even know, you just want to have that to hold over my head. So you go to the trouble of getting a recording between me and my husband having an argument where we had to call the cops. You got it from the police. I mean, so that kind of stuff, D, that it talk about triggers. To see somebody fighting tooth and nail to smear and embarrass and fuck you over, take your name and run it through the mud in front of whoever chooses to watch, and it's hard to ignore. And I'm going to try because you're absolutely right, and that's why I need her to shut her fucking mouth and quit running with lies about me. And that way, I don't get pissed off and feel like I
Hey,
need to.
listen, they lie about me too. But you know what? I know the truth about me. My family knows the truth about me, and my friends know the truth about me. I don't care what they say anymore. I done I haven't even been online for the last week until today, and I'm like, Jesus, nothing's never gonna change because yeah, I don't know what um M has done, but now I see she's being crazy all over the place, and I'm like,
What who has done? Jen?
M. I'm not even
M.
saying the name, but
Oh, 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 oh.
um, it's
Oh,
like
Lord. What
if
hasn't she
they
done?
had something real life happen, it just makes me wonder if they would just go through life and still do this, even if some real life shit happened that was so
Oh,
devastating. Would they still be on here doing this? Would they
I,
care? Would their
I,
families matter to them? Because my family matters more to me than any fucking stranger that I met on the internet that likes to bully and shame people.
I can speak for myself. I know that I would, that, like I said, this is the most disposable part of my life. So, um, I can't answer for everybody else. I can't answer for them. I would like to think that normal people would do that. Yes. And so I don't blame or, but do I think all of them will? Do I think the ones that have proven time and time again to be like cockroaches and they just don't, they'll, the whole entire planet will perish and they'll still be here? Um, those people are not, they can't be helped. So, I mean, again, I brought up the COVID thing earlier. Even battling COVID, that person was able to still mess with people. You know,
Yeah, well, my situation didn't have anything to do with COVID,
I
but my
know. I was just giving
situation
an
was
example.
fucking masked by arguing all around me. And I'm so humble right now. I don't want nothing to do with any of them. I don't want to respond to any of them. I don't want to do lives about any of them anymore. And don't be digging up nothing, because I know that's what the fuck y'all are going to try to do, is dig it up. You're not going to find it.
Nope.
It's
And nobody's
private.
gonna
It's
say anything.
personal. You won't find it.
Nope.
Nothing is out there for anybody to find it. So you're not going to know. If you're special to me, you know. If you're not special to me, you don't know.
Yeah.
And it's not that I just have a problem trusting too many people, and then my shit gets out there and that's all I need is for them to
Yeah.
attack me over that. And I don't want that.
No. 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 No.
Because if you're
Yeah.
talking about people really being pushed over the edge, I'm there. Okay? So I don't need nobody coming for me. I'm humbling myself. I'm getting away from this shit. And I would hope my friends do the same thing, because what I'm going through is heart wrenching, it's heartbreaking, it's devastating. And I'm never going to let another fucking stranger drag me into a fucking all year long fight.
I don't blame you. And you're right. I mean, we should really all follow suit. You're right. And again, I can't even, now that we've talked here, we'll talk privately in a little bit. Um, so I can say things that I can't say on here.
Right.
Um, so, and I'm so sorry. I just, like I said, we'll talk after.
I'm just proud of you that you met your goal. And I'll be even prouder of you to find your niche and
Thank
make that channel even bigger on something that's worth it. It's way
you.
worth it.
That's the
Something.
plan. That's
Something
the
other
plan.
than this fighting.
That's why I even, that's why I got a new computer and all that stuff, because that really is the plan. The plan is not to just sit here. I'm not going to sit here and dog on somebody for doing the same thing that I plan on doing. I do not plan on this to be the only content that I have. Um, but as of right now, I barely even know how to use that damn computer at all, much less do what I bought it to do yet. So I want to, when I figure that kind of stuff out, and it's real easy for me to just whip stuff out and get, you know what I'm saying, and you get over the learning curve. I think that's whenever it'll be easier to do even pre-recorded stuff, stuff like that. But this is not the, that's definitely the plan D, is like you said, I've met my goal and I'm not going to sit here and fight with these lunatics any longer.
Because at the end of the day, you guys know who you really are. You guys know your heart. I know y'all's heart as well. And they're never going to have any content if you
Nope,
don't give them any.
nope. And you're right. You're definitely right. And I'll get to that point, but trust and believe, the intent here is not to just keep this shit going, because as long as I keep it going with her, she's gonna have some, just all she knows how to do is get up there and rebut and lie and beg, beg,
Yeah,
beg, lie.
it's okay. Let them lie, because God knows the truth. God
I
knows the
know.
truth. And I know a lot of women in this community are so tired of this shit. This shit's been going on for 2 years.
Going on, yeah, it sure has. And to think, all she had to do is just like, nobody even knew her. Like when I say she literally flew in on a broom out of nowhere, I don't say that to be funny. This woman literally, she comes at me and she always negates all the stuff she did to all of us at first. It starts in on what we did to retaliate. Let's start at the beginning. You came in out of nowhere and started hassling and harassing everybody, and you didn't even know us. See what? So she needs to literally, like, I mean, and she thinks that the best thing that she's got is where her location is hidden. It's only a matter of time, girl. And that's the problem because if I could at this point, especially with her D, have handled this legally, honey, now that's a retainer I would have spent some money on. Okay, because trust and believe, the minute that I have the information to do so, I will be handling her. Not even me, my own job, because
Let
they
your
don't.
job let your job handle it. Like,
Well, I would if I had her information. Um, but trust and believe. After all the stuff, the FO, like the thing that they got from my police department, all that. That's not. You don't get that kind of stuff and use it to harass people. Pretty sure you have to sign a waiver saying you're not going to do shit like that when you get this kind of information. But that's what you did. You called up there to say you could wave it around like a carrot and dangle it over my face.
well, don't let her dangle it. Don't let her
I
dangle
know.
it.
I've got
Let her.
I've got the recording. I should play the bitch myself.
Well, I mean,
Don't give up. I mean, that's
I
it's my
would.
life.
To
It's
be
what's
honest
happened.
with you, I would. I would play it just for people to hear it, so she has no control over you no more, and then turn around and turn this channel into something good.
Yeah, because because I believe that this group of women, that we were all in a group of, I think every last one of you and me and you, D, I think all of us have good hearts.
Yes, we
All of us
do.
have, are not evil people by any stretch of the imagination. And I definitely believe that, whether it be just a fun place to hang out on the weekend, like I know other channels do trivia, and I think that's super cute and fun. I love doing trivia. But I mean, just little like fun stuff to get away from the negativity. And I will do so. And D, you have my promise. As soon as the shit over there stops,
It's
because
not going to, Brooke. It's not going to. So why don't you take the first step, like I have, and say, "Fuck them. You got real life problems, real life situations, and you want to use your channel for the good, and fuck them," because they'll get tired of using our content because it's going to be boring to them, and they're going to move on to somebody else and do this to somebody else, another group of people.
yeah, I agree. And it looks like that she already is spreading the hate train. Now she's after Jen's ass. Um, it's like it's ridiculous. It's redundant. And again, I would have been out if I was her most loyal follower. Once that girl said a damn baby doll jumped in her bathtub and scratched her, I'd have been out. Like that's it. Enough fucking lies. If I didn't think you were a liar, now you're a fucking liar, and I'm out. But no, But I understand what you're saying, and I do plan on doing that, D. I really do, and I don't really want to respond, and I won't. And it's just I can only handle so much before I feel like
If
I
you've
need
been
to.
through what I've been through, you would just drop everything. You
I
really
know,
would.
D.
You really
I
would.
know.
And I don't know what I'm going to do with myself or how I'm going to live my day to day basis, but um, the humbleness that I feel, the anger that I feel, it's just, it's just, I gotta, I gotta do something that's meaningful. And what they're saying about me, I don't care. Like, it's because I know who I am, and I know that them bitches can't even stand up in my shoes, let alone walk in them.
That's
And
the truth.
play your police tape for everybody because you know she's dangling it over your head. Do it yourself and walk away from it
Mhm. I'll probably will end
because
up
this
doing
is
that.
never going to end if you continue to go back and forth with them.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. The only thing that the thing about it is the reason I'm a little bit deterred from doing that is because the minute I play that'll be me putting it out there, as opposed to whenever it's played by somebody else on a different platform, I can then take that to my police department, and then that will be then tracked. You know, the people, the document, whoever got the FOIA, made the FOIA request to get the recording, will then be in a pretty large amount of trouble. So that's the one reason I haven't done it yet. Because I'm not afraid. Y'all think I got something over my head? Maria said she's going to put my phone number out one time, and they're like, she's stupid. I don't give a shit. You're going to put my phone number out. I'm going to do it before you get a chance to. That's just my mentality. That's just the way I think. I mean, don't fucking threaten my ass. I'm a grown ass woman. But I totally get where you're coming from, and I totally understand what you're saying, Dee, and you're 100% right. And I'm just so sorry to hear you so upset.
It's the way of life.
And I do want to talk to you after this stream.
I haven't been so good about answering people, and I'm very, very sorry about it. But um, being on the phone has been a big challenge for me, and just talking. Period. I can take very little bits of talking because my mind isn't here.
Right,
If you're threatening me with the fucking welfare check, I'm picking up, okay?
right. Uh,
Terry Lynn knows.
Terry Lynn, I've already seen Terry Lynn threaten it. So I'm about to
Yeah,
call
she
the welfare
has.
check on you bitches. Sorry, y'all, I'm not highlighting the chat. Not able to. I'm able to glance every now and then, but I'm glad you came up. At least it's good to hear you laugh some, even through your sadness, because I've missed you. And like I said,
No, it has nothing to do with online, Camden. It's personal life. Um, what I was gonna say was, oh, my friend from DC told me you need to finish your book now.
me?
Telling me I need to finish my book.
Oh, oh yeah, I forgot you were writing a book last year. You
Mm-hmm.
do.
But I just don't
You
have any time. Working. Well, I haven't been to work since Friday. But
you know what you could do is, like, when you go into StreamYard and you have a choice of whether you want to do a live stream or do a pre-record. In the pre-records, you go in there. You could just dictate while you drive, and then when you're not driving, play it out and type it up. You know what I'm saying? To where you can, instead of sitting down and writing it first, you can just dictate it and then type it out.
well, that's true too. I can just I could probably hire somebody on Fiverr to type it up and just like give them chapter by chapter with my voice talking
Yeah.
so that they can do it and then I can release it. Um, but what I'm going through, I don't wish on my worst enemy. I don't.
Mm.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty heavy and it's very humbling. And the one thing I have not done is blame God for anything. I'm keeping my faith in God very
Amen. So
heavily.
you have to. You really have to.
Hmm.
Mm.
And we've got our Christmas tree up. We put
Oh,
that up
good.
last night. Me and my daughter and my granddaughter put the first little ornament on it,
Oh.
and it was so cute. and my granddaughter doesn't kiss anybody yet, but I was laying on a couch and she was up at the top over my head, and she bent over, grabbed the side of my face and kissed my forehead, stood up
Oh,
and bent back over and kissed my forehead again.
oh, because her knows her Grammy needed it.
Uh-huh. She's an empath just like we are.
Sweet little angel.
Yes, she is. Yes,
Mm,
she is. And
so beautiful
I've
too.
been grasping every day with my family, grasping them because you don't realize what masks you when you get on here, and even what masks you in real life for real devastating shit to happen, and you're like, how did I
Like,
fucking miss it?
yeah, but I don't want you to. Again, I can't. I feel like I can't say anything.
Yeah.
I don't want you to it's. I doubt. I don't want you to blame yourself for being online. That things would have been,
No,
a
I'm
different.
not blaming myself for being online. I'm just saying the arguing, and because I have been humbled so much, it's just the arguing is not worth it. There's other things you could be doing with your life other than arguing with a bunch of strangers. You could be picking up your phone more, calling people you're not calling every day, or uh, you could be spending more time with the ones that do fucking matter to you. Like, I work all the time, so it's like I cherish every moment I come home because it's like I want out of that. I want to hire somebody and put them in my truck. I'm just not ready to yet. I have to keep going, but like, life is short, everybody, and enjoy life while you can. Stop all this arguing. It's not
Hmm.
worth it. And I'm
It's
talking to
not.
the other side too.
I was just. You read my mind. I was like, I hope they're listening to this too,
Oh, they
because
are.
because while I'm sitting there going, yeah, but it's hard whenever da da da. I agree with you wholeheartedly, 110%. And maybe, just maybe, but they can listen to and hear the pain in your voice and understand that you're speaking the truth. I
And
don't
even
want to have to come on here and defend myself tooth and nail because I just can't fucking take it anymore that she lies like she does. I mean, I don't want to have to do that. And what you're saying is true. Life is too short, and there are definitely other things to spend time on. So I think that you could be a testament to them too. I mean, but for especially the one we're talking about, it seems like sometimes it seems like this is all some people have. That's not my case or your case or anybody in this chat's case. I don't think, but it's some individuals over there, Siwa. It seems like it's all she's got, other than
well,
her
let it
kids, of
be all
course.
she's got, and don't give her another thought.
So I just
Let
hope
it be
they are
all
listening.
it. Let them, whoever all is involved. If I don't know who's pulled out of the fight other than me, um, I don't know who's all involved on that side, but man, y'all got kids, y'all got families, y'all got husbands, y'all got mothers and fathers. Do something different. I'm begging y'all to do something different. Like,
Yeah,
everybody has to find a different way because this ain't it.
yeah,
This is not it.
agree. Totally agree.
It corrupts your mind. It fills your mind with so much bullshit that you don't know what the real world is doing because you're so clouded. to
Mm-hmm.
fighting about shit that don't got anything to do with you. People's personal lives has nothing to do with you.
And that's the thing. It's like that's what they prey on. They prey on any little bit of information that's private that they didn't get firsthand. Somebody else got and heard this, and somebody that was friends with somebody before told. It's all this deep digging into personal shit that is inexcusable and fucking unforgivable. And it just sometimes I cannot ignore it. But I'm going to try for you, especially D. Um, because you're right. You are right, 100%. And hopefully, even though you're not going to be a part of this, hopefully you'll still come in my lives and on my panel and everything. And especially when we're not talking about stuff like this, if we,
Oh
hopefully we don't
yeah,
have to.
definitely. I'm gonna try to still live my life. I mean, I, I don't know how long it's gonna take me, but like as long as we are doing something meaningful and we can make our families proud that we are no longer involved in, because all our families know about the things that have been going on online. I think our families would be proud of us that we took a stand and turned it around.
Yeah,
I know
I
mine would
agree.
be. I know mine would be. And when it gets to that point where your family has to get involved in this kind of shit and then they get drug across the platform because your family loves you more than anything in this world, and they're tired of seeing people do what they do and they stand up. It's not cool of what they do over there on that side. But then when you make a choice to turn it around and do something better, and your family sees that you did it, they will be proud of you, and they're going to be over there still picking on somebody else. And are their families going to be proud of them? No. Their
Yeah,
families are probably shaking their head like, you're not tired of this yet? You're not humbling
yeah.
yourself yet? You haven't had a
Oh,
real life experience to humble yourself yet? Because I have.
oh yeah, I know. And it's true because I mean even Jason will gripe and be like, "Come sit down and watch a movie." You know what I'm saying? He'll say stuff like that. Me and my horrible marriage, that is, because it's like I do this whenever the kids are settled most of the time. Like right now I'm driving, but and stuff like that. Even when I'm doing streams, not about this hate stuff, I still have to separate it from other things that are my priorities. But you're absolutely right. I mean, I think our families would be proud. I know my husband's sick of hearing about it. He doesn't even understand what the hell's going on half the time. I'll be like, "You know who this person is?" And he'll be like, "Brooke." He was like, "I just learned what dox meant the other day." And I said, "I have been saying that word to you for a year, and you did not know what it meant." And so, you know, my husband would be elated if I put this shit down. My kids, they don't really care because it doesn't really infringe on whatever they're usually, if they're up and awake. My son will usually play video games. If not, they'll be asleep. Whatever. My daughter doesn't want to hang out with me anyway. Like she's not little, so. But my husband would definitely like it. But on the flip side of that too, I've also told him everything she's doing, and he's pissed too. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of where the avenue of him coming on and doing a segment. That's kind of where that was birthed from, because I was like, Jason, I was like, guess what? Guess what recording they have? And I told him, and that's whenever we started saying, I was like, you should go on a panel, blah blah blah. So in a sense, he's just as fucking mad. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um, about that specific
Because it's y'all's
situation.
personal life and it's no one's business but y'all's. Y'all are married. just like it's no one's business about my personal life and what's going on in my life. Like, unless you tell somebody, like when you share private messages, they should never go out to the whole community for somebody to point a
Right.
finger at you. Like their life is all high and mighty. You know who's the only perfect living form is God. God is the only perfect living form in this world, in this realm. Everybody else has problems, whether it be financial, whether it be divorces, whether it be criminal, whether it be losing loved ones, whether it be anything. People are all having problems somewhere in their life, and nothing is perfect for any of us that is on here. And for them to point fingers like they're holier than thou, that's not cool, because the only one that can do that and that can judge is God Almighty up above, who protects us daily.
Yep. I agree. Totally.
And I'm not a
Oh,
fake Christian. I have a strong faith in God. I have a strong faith in God. I might have a filthy fucking mouth, but my faith in God is strong. Believe me, if it wasn't, I wouldn't be as strong as I am.
absolutely.
He
And
is
that's
creating me to be a soldier on land when he comes here. And I know that's what he's doing with me.
absolutely right. And like I said, and I've known you, and ever since I've known you, you've had a strong faith in the Lord. And you're right, especially when times are just the only thing that's ever gotten me through life's most horrible situations is God. And so, that's the truth. And that's the truth that they need to stop. Only Judge can judge us, like Terry Lynn said. And so I don't understand where these people that are way imperfect get off to sitting over there and telling stories, mashing up truths in fiction, and making it a whole narrative that is their own. That's nothing. That doesn't solidify anything of the truth. Um,
And then when
you know,
I know I have a filthy mouth, you know what I do? I pray every night and ask God for forgiveness.
hmm
And I pray 2, 3, 4 times a day. I'm Baptist. I'm not anything but Baptist. I've tried every different religion and I'm right back to Baptist. I even been in a church that scared the living piss out of me, where they was standing up, screaming in tongues, like I thought I saw serpents in that bitch,
like,
okay?
yeah,
I got the hell out of that church. No, I go right back to Baptist because that's where my beliefs are strong at. And I read the Bible, I read scriptures. Um, Anytime there's angel numbers on a vehicle, I will look it up, like on the license plates. I'll look it up to see what the message is. If there's like on the back of tractor trailers, some trailers have like John 12 23 to 28 or something like that. I will literally look up a Bible scripture and see what the message is.
yeah,
I'm not perfect. I never claim to be perfect, but every day I try to be better. And now I don't know how I'm going to be, but I'm not that same person that was over here Thursday, and won't ever be that person again. I guess that was my last live. My Christmas live was on the 1st. I won't be that person again, ever. I'm somebody totally new.
Well, I love you, Dee, and I'm here for you always. I think I can speak for all of us when I say that. Um, and God and your friends and your family are going to get you through this. And I can promise you that much. It might not seem like it today, but trust me, I
Oh
I
yeah.
can tell.
Oh yeah. And I just don't want anybody to take it personal if I'm not telling you what's going on, or if I'm not answering you right away, or if it's taking me 5 or 6 days to answer you. Please don't take it personal. Please
Yeah,
don't.
yeah,
I'm not I'm not no, I'm just saying I'm not ignoring you for no reason at all. Nobody that I talk to on a daily basis nobody's done anything to me, and I just don't want y'all to take it personal.
yeah, yeah. And don't. And that goes for, I think, I mean,
Huh?
I'm trying to say that one. It goes for me too, but it's not even on the same scale. I just at all. So I didn't want to say that because it doesn't. It's not the same. Like she's, um, like Dee said, she doesn't really want to talk to anybody. She hasn't really talked to anybody, and it's just, so don't, like she said, take it personal. And I'm just trying to find words I can use. But oh, my
Look.
phone keeps turning off. Huh?
My grandbaby over there getting into stuff, making noise.
Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this live. Dee, thank you so much for coming up because everything you said is so on the money and accurate, and it really makes you stop and think, like, about things.
Leave that alone.
But I'll call you in just a little bit. I see people in the chat saying that Real is live, so and plus I'm about to reach a spot that I'm going to drop. So,
Okay.
um, but I just wanted to say thank you so much for coming up, Dee. We love you. We respect you, and again, we all have your back, and we're all here when you need us and to talk or anything. Um, and we love you.
I love you guys too.
And real quick, thank you guys, everybody, for coming. Thank you so much to each and every one of you that are here to support me. And thank you so much for all the super chats. Y'all don't know how much that is just the sweetest thing that warms my heart. And I can't thank all of you enough um, for everything. Honestly, y'all's friendship, your support, your presence, and your drinks and y'all's drinks that y'all bought me tonight. So thank y'all so much. And we'll talk soon. Dee, I'll call you in a little bit.
Okay.
Bye, everybody. I hope y'all all have a good night. Head over to Real's channel. He's
Everybody have a
live,
good
and
night.
I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.